Hi there, Jim, Smoky Lake Maple Products. This is our stainless steel filter press with a hand pump on it. This is a very popular option because it doesn't require electricity, it doesn't require compressed air, and it's very cost effective to get into a filter press, and it does work actually very, very well. This is not a pump that's built by us. The rest of the press we build, the pump is built by Guzzler, which is from the Bosworth company. It's an American-made pump. Very high quality pump, but one issue that we frequently see, it's not a very common issue, but with the amount of filter presses we've sent out, it is a frequent thing that we run into, where when someone is pumping very hard, meaning at the end of the cycle when they are pretty well clogged up, they've reached their limit, the capacity of the filter press, and things are pretty well clogged, but they want to get a little bit more syrup through, they'll push very, very hard on this pump, and then occasionally what will happen, they will get backflow. All of a sudden the handle will go down really easy and syrup will go shooting down back into the container that they're trying to pump out of. And I'll show you why that happens, if that happens to you. Just like any air diaphragm pump, this unit runs with a diaphragm and a series of check valves. The diaphragm being here, the check valves being here and here. So there's a device that we can actually add to this pump to mitigate that problem and actually completely eliminate that problem from happening. And installing that part is quite simple.
So there's two valves, an inlet valve and outlet valve.
Correct.
And the one we need to change is the inlet.
That is correct. Yep. So you see what happens when you are pushing down on this handle very, very hard. First of all, when you're pumping this pump and everything is working well, when you pick up the handle, you'll see this valve will open, okay, like so. Now, let's just say you pick up the handle and you push really, really hard, and you're exceeding the limits of the pump actually, and when you push the handle down, this valve will actually get inverted into that inlet pipe. That's the problem. That's why syrup can now backflow back into your container that you're trying to feed out of. And then generally when you pick up the handle again, that won't come back out. Now your pump is deadlocked. You won't be able to do anything with it. So there is a device that we can put in here to prevent that. This is what you will get in that kit, and I'll show you how to install it. So you're going to want to get the old check valve out. Not that that valve is necessarily bad, but you won't use it anymore. Keep all the hardware separate. All of the nuts and bolts that were originally with your pump, you'll get those out of the picture. This you will reuse. So this unit comes with a brand new valve. And there's an O-ring that'll go right there. The O-ring goes against your inlet pipe.
So basically all we're doing is adding that gray disc in between the inlet and the valve.
That is correct. And you see how that works. There is a cross member in there that will disallow that valve from ever being able to invert again. That eliminates that problem completely.
Can only go one way.
Of course, the liquid is still allowed through this grid, but never again can that valve go backflow. So it eliminates that problem completely. So to replace this unit takes a very, very short period of time.
And just a note for anyone who does get this kit, the bolts that you're using now are a little bit longer than the ones that originally came with the pump. So make sure that you're using the new bolts and screw, or did I say that right? Nuts and bolts.
Correct, yeah, and the thread pitch is even slightly different, so don't get the nuts and bolts confused. That's why I set them completely off to the side. I don't want them to even be in this picture anymore. And that's it, that's how it's installed.
Yeah. Thanks, Jim.
Yep.